Alright, I'm gonna talk through this just for my own mental fucking stability. Coming down this chute here on Minor Trail. Got this little rock chute here. Coming downhill pretty decently sloped. Just not gonna show up on fucking video, but you know, coming into this berm, small berm, rocky as fuck, loose rocks everywhere. I didn't have too much speed coming through here. I distinctly remember going under this tree right here because I ducked my head some. Kind of sandy through here, flat turn, no real berm to speak of. Some big rocks over here. Some more loose rocks and small rocks embedded here. So this is the downhill chute. And there were some hikers down past that first pump. And I hit this and saw what looked like a pretty fun little downhill, but looking at it now, it is pretty fucking steep. With little chutes. So coming down here, these hikers were up ahead on the left, and they gave way. And I was going slow through about here because they were hikers. Once they gave way, I kind of sped up, and I distinctly remember pumping this right here. And it's getting a little rocky and a little chundery. Got some of these good, you know, hand-sized rocks loosely on the ground. Terrible. Then it goes through this just series of pump spines where you can see this the little backside of these humps have a good pump. You can pump them real well. Pump them real well? Pump them very well. Pump them well. Pump them fine. Pump them good. Pump the fuck out of them. You can pump the fuck out of those bumps, and generally it will generate a lot of speed. Notice it's loose, and fucking get these little rocks start following you downhill like yay. And they get a little, fuck you, gravity. They get a little gravity going, and well, I can't demonstrate because I suck. So steep through here. This whole section's pumpable. Listening for bikes coming behind me, but it's Monday morning, so there's probably not too many out. But I'm listening. So you hit this very tiny flat right here. Still loose, still rocky as fuck. This video is gonna be long as shit. Okay. So we're coming into the fucking death trap. And I remember right here, it started getting really loose. Thought I heard some gear shifting. Guess not. Started getting really loose right through here on this left side. The right line is probably right down here. The right line's probably right down through the clay. I was a little bit over into this stuff, and I remember losing traction a little bit right here and started to freak the fuck out. So, looking back up the trail, coming down, probably 100 feet of elevation change overall from that point to the crash point. So real loose and kind of rutty through here. Like here's a good sized rut that's like starts right here and goes for about 4 feet the size of my foot. I'm doing this for my own personal benefit, although somebody else may watch this video. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just trying to remember what happened so I don't fucking feel like a total loser. And honestly, looking at this shit now, this is pretty fucking scary. So you've got all of this speed generated from this downhill right here, going into what is a pretty small and tight berm, as we can see. And again, with all the loose chunder everywhere. Some little kicker roots, nothing too bad. Surface starts to get a little bit uneven right in here. Oh man, I'm really glad I'm doing this. Check for bikers. I'll hear them coming. It's bottom of the hill. They'll be coming downhill and hauling ass. And I've got my exit strategy. Okay, So right about here, I've got a lot of speed, but I'm trying to get rid of some of it. And this is all, I'm on the left side of this track, not on the right side. You should be on the right side. I should have fucking set up on the goddamn right side of the trail for a fucking left-hand turn. Sorry for all the cursing. But no, I'm in this stuff. I'm in this line right here. Pushing me like early into the berm, and honestly that berm is not big enough or wide enough for the amount of speed that you can generate coming down this hill. It is small and needs to be approached with great caution. So now I'm in this stuff. I'm on this left side of the line right here. I'm on all these fucking rocks, and I get a fucking one of these big ass rocks, and this isn't getting better, it's getting worse, you know, all through here. And as you could see, this is a tiny berm that kind of turns into nothing at the end of it. So, I mean, you know, if you're a highly skilled rider, then obviously you can hit this berm with probably a good bit of speed and come out okay. But as you can see, the erosion takes everything away to the left there, and this whole thing is just full of this stuff. So coming down that chute right there, my brakes, I believe my brakes failed. I recall my brakes failing. And I ended up somewhere in this general vicinity. I don't think I was this deep into the berm. I think I was more in this leafy kind of part right here than the real hardcore lip. But yeah, that's it, man. Came through this. Try to get a picture of it from the bottom. I'll snap a few pics from down here, but I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this for me. Thank you. Thank you, me. You're welcome.